Hello, thanks for tuning in. So, there are some rules that must be followed when it comes to stacking gold and silver. Make sure you stick to your budget. Make sure you get the best deal possible. Make sure the metals are genuine and not fake. You don't want that, of course. And avoid getting caught up in the fear of missing out. Now, personally, I try to follow these rules to a T. By doing so, I can avoid making purchases that are too expensive. In addition, they make me think about my near term plans when it comes to stacking precious metals. Now, the combination of these rules and well thought out goals will create a fantastic roadmap for anyone who wishes to stack gold and silver. Now, silver and gold will eventually gain public acceptance, in my opinion, and the majority of the people who have never really thought about precious metals as anything more than jewelry and treasury. Now, despite that fact, gold and silver are already money, of course, and it's more common to hear about cryptocurrencies as a payment method. Now, when it comes to metals like gold and silver, most people seem to think that they are just investments with negative returns and not money that exists outside of the dollar. Now, that being said, why would be a time for us running out of time to obtain these precious metals? Well, as far as the dollar bill, there are unfortunately a lot of crazy things that are going on right now that may in fact tip it over. For an example, the BRICS nations are creating new ways of trading outside of the dollar that could lead to global de-dollarization. It is possible that the war in Ukraine and Russia will intensify, resulting in more money printing by our politicians, and inflation is likely to worsen for many reasons. As more banks struggle to keep their doors open, our financial institutions seem to be in trouble for many reasons. Now, how much bad news can our economy handle before another 2008 type event occurs? And after that, will the dollar be able to rebound back into a global superpower? And here are just a few crazy things going on with the dollar today. It's enough to make anyone nervous. It brings up entering questions such as what if in the next few years people realize that currency and money are not the same thing? Is there going to be a shift from paper dollars to silver dollars? Will there be a moment when gold and silver simply become too expensive to purchase by an individual with an average income? Is now the time to go all in on precious metals? Well, I've never been one to push fear or fail of missing out. However, there does not seem to be too much hope for the dollar in the long run, and it's hard to be optimistic at this point. By talking about the central bank digital currencies, our Federal Reserve seems to acknowledge the demise of the dollar. A panic rush into precious metals seems inevitable at some point. Both gold and silver prices will skyrocket as a result. Is now the time to throw caution to the wind and stack to the ceiling? No, not according to me. As for me, I will stick to my current budget and work to achieve my stacking goals. And when it comes to our financial health, I believe caution should almost never be thrown to the wind. Now, in my opinion, it is much better to stay calm and work to put ourselves in the best possible position than to panic buy precious metals if the worst has yet to come. By setting personal goals and sticking to our budgets over time, we can avoid this fear mindset. Having a clear understanding of the things that are going on in our banking institutions is something that I think is being terribly underrated, and I won't lie to you, I'm as guilty as anyone. And now the last thing I want to do is to get off topic in this video, but there is a book called The Great Gold and Silver Rush of the 21st Century. The author is Mike Maloney, and I believe that this book is a must-have no matter where you are in your precious metals journey. Now, whether you're just simply starting off and you're a rookie, or you have been stacking precious metals for decades, the book covers gold and silver A through Z. Mike and his team are really doing God's work by helping their readers preserve their wealth through precious metals. Now, going back into the beginning of the video, I just simply want to give a reminder to all of us the importance of taking action when it comes to our personal finances. And it is true, a lot of things are going on right now in the world, and it most certainly seems pretty scary. But I know that we can weather this storm together when we have a solid game plan and stick to what we know. Now, in my opinion, we still have some time to plan our stacking strategies with purpose, and there is no need to panic stack or make irrational decisions. Now, in my opinion, predicting what will happen to our dollar in the short term is next to impossible, and it's still best to practice to follow the rules mentioned at the beginning of this video. And it's unfortunate as a lot of us get caught up in the media sphere, and it will take strength to stick to our budget and stacking goals. In terms of stacking pace and budget, nothing will change for me. And now again, don't forget to check out Mike Maloney's latest book, The Great Gold and Silver Rush of the 21st Century. Keep on stacking, and I'll see you in the next one.